Hopefully it's going to work. Start my graphics card is struggling. Never mind. We got there. We got there in the end. Welcome to the pre-stream, ladies and gents. We'll be getting underway very soon. But in the meantime, why don't you listen to presumably absolute silence and my echo coming from a certain someone else's microphone. Thank you, Gary. Oh dear.
Is it still echoing?
Say something again, Gary.
Am I echoing still or not?
No, not really.
Okay, I just unplugged my mic and replugged it in.
Strangely, turn you up on the.
Oh, I wouldn't turn me up because once we get going, I'll get loud. I'm just being very quiet voice right now.
It doesn't sound particularly quiet to me.
Oh, doesn't it? Oh, well. This is a soft voice for me, this is.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm tired. I've been sat here for like 2 minutes. There's no one. So we just talk amongst ourselves then, shall we?
Well, Henkers is here. He's in chat. I've just
Is
seen
he?
him.
Alright. Let's click the old refresh chat. Streamlabs being Streamlabs.
He's posted in chat. He's put, hey,
Good evening,
say
Henkers.
my surname.
Hey, what's wrong with you? And that is
Oh,
exactly
Blunt
why.
Blade.
Good evening, Blunt Blade. That is exactly why people tune in to the pre-stream, to hear my fantastic singing voice. And yeah, I see TJ's getting in quickly. Should we do our drink before or after the intro?
After.
After? Alright, okay. Well, technically I need to wet my whistle anyway, but yeah. Right, should we get this going then, Gary?
Yeah, I think you should. I think whoever wins the race today, you got to sing their national anthem.
Not on my stream, mate.
You're not going to see "God Save Our King."
No, we're going to sing "God's Abolish the Monarchy." Anyway.
Jesus.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fair Play Racing League. You're with us on this Thursday night. It's around 12? 12? Possibly. We'll correct it in post with the tier 1s. And, well, we are at Spa. It's a mainstay of the F1 calendar. Of course, there was that early scare, I think last year, maybe a couple of years ago, that Spa might be leaving us. But we are back, and it has been renewed for many years to come, and I really hope it stays. But anyway, I am your host as always on a Thursday, David Lolface, FPRL Lolly. Joining me in the comms box this week, this is a familiar voice.
Oh,
It's
Silver.
It's the Gaza, the Gaznado.
Back for this race.
Yeah, and good to have you back indeed, Gary. It's been a few weeks, hasn't it? At least it feels like it has.
I think the last time I was on commentary for Tier 1, I think it was Spain, so it's a good solid 7 rounds ago.
Well, fair enough. Your memory is better than mine, but before we go any further, of course, we do have a hydrate to get on with, donated by the lovely TJ. So thank you, sir. I am going to get on with that right now.
I've already had it.
Of course you have. That's the dedication that the Gaznado has to his Thursday night drinking sesh.
Just seen the Scottish Ricardos in chat.
Yep. Yeah, very funny. No breaks.
I don't know.
Merchant is here. Of course, technically speaking, I suppose to understand that reference, you've probably got to have actually watched the race last night, of which I missed, unfortunately, and I haven't had a chance to watch it back yet. So I'll save that one for the weekend. But yes, what I did hear last night, and indeed what has been said to me last night, of course, hosted by our resident Snake, Jake the Snake, on his main comms debut. He was joined in the comm box by Colin, and yeah, I only heard good things, Gary, so I'm going to assume it all went hunky-dory.
Yeah, I watched most of it. So they were good together. Obviously, them being friends, it works better when you're good friends with your partner on commentary box. Oh, Jesus!
Did you see that from Splitter Flipper?
That's Code Brown. Code Brown.
Well, he has kept it going here. He is the first man on a lap, I believe, unless Ermine is Ermine on a lap. Is he the Alpha Tauri in front, or is it?
No, Ellisov. That is Ellisov.
Righto. Well, we will carry on with Splitter Flipper, and so at the start of Q1, then 3 drivers, at least choosing the mediums to start with. 2 have gone out on them. It's a confident move to make, Gary. Obviously, a very long track around here, and you're going to lose a lot of time on the mediums. Do you think we'll see any of these drivers get out of Q1?
Depends if they can get the lap in. Because obviously, like you said, you can lose a lot of time on the medium, especially for the middle sector. Because middle sector is all about downforce, and obviously with the mediums, you don't really get as much grip as the softs, as we all know. But yeah, I think practice area, I think it's about 3, maybe 4 tenths difference over a whole lap. If you do the same if you nail the lap on both sets of tyres, about 3 or 4 tenths different.
Yeah, so it could be marginal for some drivers. Next driver over the line will be Dynamo Dan in the Ferrari, and he sets an almost identical time to Splitter Flipper on 44.5. Libs obviously having some issues on his first lap, only setting a 150.8, but he will be going again. Who have we got coming into the bus stop? It is Ermine. Ermine has gone fastest by 2 tenths, and that is one of the medium runners. So still plenty of time left to go in this session. There's still plenty of time for people to improve, but it's a good marker for the AlphaTauri to sit at the top of the order thus far. Let's check on his teammate Ellisov, who is now coming through Blanchimont. Now into the bus stop chicane. Very easy to miss your braking point and go a little bit deep into that, but Ellisov has navigated it pretty well, and he has gone just behind his teammate, also on the mediums. So P1, P2, AlphaTauri, both on the harder tyre compound. It looks like it could be a good night for them, Gary.
Yeah, if they can keep those pace on those mediums. I think my best time on a set of mediums was about where mine is in practice area. So yeah, it's a very handy lap for the 2 AlphaTauris. But I've been watching Colin. Obviously, everyone knows Colin's been running no lines, and yeah, he's not had the best first lap.
No,
slowest time of the session.
Yeah, 45.3 just for the Alfa Romeo tonight. He is marginally ahead of his teammate. Of course, his teammate hasn't set a time yet, so that doesn't really make any sense. But we will see what he's got as he comes through on the last two corners, Gary.
Yeah, I know he's quite a lad. It's very good round here. He likes Spa. His teammate does as well. As we know, David, there was a great moment from Colin last season.
Yeah, on his debut, nonetheless, and he took the gamble on the intermediate tyres when, to all of us, looked like there was no weather inbound. Alas, it did come, and well, Colin reaped the rewards, and ever since then he has been an absolute mainstay of the league. He's a fan favourite, that's for sure. He's certainly a favourite in the current comms box, I think. Right. I'm going to give you a choice, Gary. Ooh, BRT Jack going into the 43s and, well, only about a second quicker than anyone else. So, yeah, good lap there from Jack. Right. That's not Drepo, that is Livs, presumably coming into the pits as the yellows are out, and that is just a Red Bull getting out of the McLaren's way, possibly up Radion.
Watching the Jock who's on another lap, is it? No, he's gone. Sam Jano is on the next one coming through to cross the line.
Yeah, and here he is, the Mercedes driver for tonight, coming across the line. That's not a representative one, but he will be going for another lap, I am sure. Is it Jensen next? No, it is not. He is also out on the mediums then. So we'll keep a close eye on his time as Henkers comes through to set a 1:44.2. It seems a very popular time at the moment.
Yeah, it's looks like where the benchmark's going to be as Lizard King comes around the final corner now. Going to go 43.9, so it looks like the Red Bulls are on the pace.
Yeah, looking good for them so far. Colin has come out again on a new set of soft tyres. Sam is 2 seconds up through Sector 1. We can see him now coming through No Name and speeding his way down the hill towards Puon. A little bit of a break, and he's gone a little bit wide and invalidates his lap at the second time of asking for Sam. And yeah, he's going to have to do better than that to keep up his good form after last week's heroics in Monza. Sorry, Gary.
Amos Drive, known for doing his mediums. Just want to point out to Tiddering that Drobel's not racing. Drobel said, no, not Drobel, Tiddering said Drobel P2.
Yeah, he's going to do very well to get P2, having not been in the paddock. Right, who else have we got coming towards the line? That was Millsy going in P3, and next up we've got, is that Ads about to start his lap? He's got an Alfa Romeo behind him, and that'll be Colin coming to start his lap. Oh, has someone lost it?
It's no. Rob Kelly.
I wasn't sure whether he lost it, was pulling out. Does he have any damage? No, I think he's fine. I think that was just a case of moving out of the way.
Or slide.
Oh, it's getting very, very busy in that last sector. Let's have a look from the view of Rob Kelly then, as the Haas pulls into the pits and the car in front, which is a Red Bull, is quite possibly in Rob Kelly's way. You might be good through Sector 1, of course. Yellows are out. Is that Mag?
Simon and Mercedes.
Yeah, it looks like Mag user.
Backed out.
Does he run out of fuel or his gears?
No, I think
Buggered
he's
up.
going slow. I think he's trying to gain battery. I think he was on a lap.
But what? How is he on full throttle in 5th gear but not moving?
I have no actually idea.
Well, fair enough. You've seen it here first. This game is perfect and has no bugs. Drobal 2.0 apparently is what Tiddlewink said. Ooh. You got the stream open, Gary?
Yeah.
Is it choppy?
Oh, it seems fine.
Alright, it's just choppy on my screen then. My poor old
There goes
5 or
Colin.
6-year-old
He's
laptop. So
out-qualified his teammate.
yep, he's got himself up into P11 at the expense of his teammate. There's a few minutes left to go in the session, of course. And I think Maggie's. I'm not sure if he was building up for a lap there. Probably not looking at his ERS level. Let's hop on board with AMS Drive, who has invalidated presumably the 2nd lap in a row, as he's already completed 1 lap on those mediums. And
Gonna come in the pits here.
yeah,
He's
I
got to come in the
suspect
pits.
he's got to come in for those soft tyres. Not enough time left to dilly-dally on the mediums. So we'll
Speed
see
into
him
the
come out
pits.
again. Naughty
Oh.
AMS Drive.
No, he didn't speed. No, he didn't speed. He slowed down. I thought he would speed as Mills is retired in the pits.
Apparently Ellisov plans to go out at 2:20. That's bold. I hope no one holds you up in the pit lane, because that will be cutting it very tight, and you're going to have a very fast out lap. So Adsden, the championship leader, comes into the bus stop chicane to set his lap. What's it going to be? 41, 42, 43.6, and that's good enough for P2, heading marginally in front of Cormac by less than a tenth. Of course, he is still 3 tenths down on Jack in P1.
I'm watching Giuseppe now on his first run of the session. He's gone purple in the middle sector. We know how shit this game is, and will not believe that at all.
It'll be his fastest middle sector. That's something we can say for certain. But we know he's a fast guy, so let's have an eye as he goes around Blanchimont very cleanly and brakes heavily into the bus stop chicane. Avoids the first curb. Doesn't take too much of the second. And it is a 43.9 only. I say only. He's gone up into P6, which should be okay to see him through, as Lizard King in front of him does indeed retire. And well, let's keep an eye out. There is about just over 2 minutes left in the session.
I want to call out Erisov. He didn't come out at 2 minutes 20. He came out about 2 minutes 10. He's 10 seconds late. As Rob Kerry's actually retired in track. Or is that being an accident? Sorry, it's in the pits.
Good job, Gary. Right, all eyes on AMS Drive. He's come out on his outlap now. He will be having one shot at this, so no more invalidations. It's time for the big bucks. Put that Alpine where you think it should be. destined for midfield. I mean, let's go drive. Let's go.
Don't you mean? Don't you mean in the wall with his teammate?
All right, it's not 2008 anymore, Gary. The Renault cars are not putting themselves in a wall.
But the two teammates in the real Alfie have put themselves into the wall after Australia.
Yeah, I know, but shut.
French Civil War, that is.
French Civil War indeed. As Jock now comes to the line as Ermine puts himself back into P2. Jock goes P6. It's a good lap from him. Is Ellisov going to get his time in? I think he should be all right. As there is a spinner at Ads has absolutely dropped it at Stadlow. I think that's Stadlow.
Yeah, it is. He's dropped it as he's gone in for the first start. He's hit the outside curb and lost the rear on the exit curb. And it's just thrown him into the wall.
Right, let's scroll down to AMS Drive and see he's still on a valid lap. Yes, he is, as he comes into the last part of the lap then. Complete silence as the Frenchman comes into the last couple of turns here. Oh, it's a 43.6. Another very popular time as Jensen puts himself into P2. Less than a tenth behind Jack, who set a phenomenal lap here in Q1. Jensen setting a very good lap as well. And he's put himself safely through to Q2. Now Magusa is 5 tenths up in the last sector. And now as he comes to the line, it's P9 for the Mercedes driver. Both Mercedes going to be through then. Oh, Colin.
Yeah, well, I wasn't saying anything. He had invalidated beforehand.
Well, there are 5 certainties in life, Gary. Death, taxes, collateral ads, time penalty for corner cutting, collateral ads having no ERS, and both Alfa Romeos being out in Q1.
It isn't very mean. It doesn't happen every week.
Let's look at Ellisov. Oh, P4, great lap. And pretty much matching his teammate, minus a tenth. And he's looking very good indeed. And that, unfortunately, is it for Q1. Colin out and in the pits after a disastrous Q1.
Well, I actually don't think he will be, because when I was doing practicing about 20 minutes before we started, he said as long as he's not starting on the back row, that's a positive for him.
Yeah, and he has, of course, out-qualified his teammate.
So that's a double positive.
Yeah. So there you go. There's your bottom 5 for this race, and I'm sure, Gary, you'd like to take it away for half a minute.
Yeah, so in last place is Collateral Ads. P19 is Rob Kelly. P18 is Colin. P17 is Split Flipper. And P16, and the last of our people going out, is LAR Libs. Dynamo Dan just making it through in P15. And Jack with the unsayable time of 1:43.2 is first in the first session. Is the man to beat. I did see Cruiser say 42 when and who. Well, at the moment, Colin, I would say my safe bet would probably be the front 4. At the moment, I think one of them 4 could probably get into the 42s. And I have no idea who David Spector. Oh, it's AMS Drive car, but we'll see who goes out first. Bloody asthma. Bloody, actually, hay fever is getting me right now. Yeah, hay fever. Worst time of the year. Let's see who goes out first. Is no one gonna come out the pits? No one's gonna come out the pits. Oh, I see a Ferrari. Ferraris are on their way out. Which one is that? That's got to be either. That's Dynamo Dan. Dynamo Dan, the first man out on track. Owen puts in chat hashtag Silver Snitch. Mate, I didn't even snitch you today. I didn't even snitch you today. I'm being nice today because he's on commentary tomorrow. So I'm pretty much going to be in the wall up Eau Rouge.
Which side though?
I would say the inside. I'd probably go into the wall on the left-hand side, where Max went into. You know,
Rather
after
than
he hit
the other side
White.
where Lando went.
Yeah. I have a feeling that I probably will. Oh yeah, speaking of that, I've been mudded for Sunday, David.
Any particular reason?
Well, Locker can't do commentary with me, and a certain, I'm gonna dob him in. TJM apparently has signed a contract with Colin to be his engineer, and won't allow him to jump on comms with me.
To be honest, Gary, you can't break a contract. That's
I know I
legally
can't.
binding, mate.
Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna have to deal with it. So I might have to ask Clatter lads to join me, or I might see if Monkey, because there's a couple of people on tentative, so I might have to see who I can get. Or if nobody, I'll just do it on my own.
Take a lucky dip.
Well, I'm sure even one of the tier 3s won't mind having a go. I'll have to see. So the feelers out.
Yeah. So while we're waiting for us to get into... well, okay, Dynamo Dan's started his lap already, but at the same time, let's have a football score update, shall we? Of course, the early kickoff tonight in the Europa League. Feyenoord 1, Roma 0. So Feyenoord piling the misery on what's his face, Jose Mourinho's Roma side. Bayer Leverkusen and Union something.
It's like Union Berlin. It's Union Berlin.
Well, I don't know why it has, or BBC has, whatever, cut off half the name. Anyway, Juventus and Sporting Lisbon 0-0 after 25 minutes, and the whole reason why I brought this up is after 25 minutes the score is Man United 2, Sevilla 0. Sabitzer getting himself a brace.
Care about that? Does anyone care about that? They're going to win that tournament. It's baby tournament. Who they got to face? It's Juventus in the mud.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Connor in the chat will keep us updated. He is watching the Juve game, and he has concurred that Juve are shocking. I'm sure that's the word he used. Anyway, let's stick with Dynamo Dan as he comes towards the end of his first lap in Q2. As we've got to get the telemetry up, because why not? Indeed, as Dynamo Dan, presumably a used set of tyres as a 145.3 in Ermine, instantly going faster in a 144.2. So
that might be used set tyres as well.
Yeah. And AMS Drive, if that's a used set of tyres, well, blow me down.
Oh, Connor Knight is aka last night's race winner.
Ah, of course. I didn't know that. Thank you for pointing that out, Colin. In the chat, of course, Colin now with around 40 minutes, maybe half an hour now of free time.
Probably gonna get some food, Colin.
Yeah.
Go and make some food.
You should have a hearty meal, just like Jensen. Jensen, I believe, had a slow cooked beef ragu and mashed potato earlier. Looked pretty good.
Is that what it looked like?
Well, that's what he said it was. It's not. I'm not going to tell you what it looked like.
Well, I can tell you. It looks like dog food.
Well, don't judge a book by its cover. I'm sure it was
Probably tastes
delish.
nice. It probably tastes nice, but it did
Yeah.
not look the best, most appetizing.
But anyway, where I was going with this is, yeah, of course, massive congratulations to Wavy Knife on his victory last night. Pleased to see it, and one thing I will say is I really admired how happy he was in the post race interview, and yeah, really appreciate that. Sorry, I've kept it on Dynamo Dan, all that. So let's hop with someone else. Should we go with Lizard King? No?
I wonder why that is there. It's not like it's in the Ferrari, is it?
No, it's because I was literally not paying attention. Oh look, AMS driver's invalidated. Well, that was his in lap. I'll let him off.
I was about to say, oh, what a surprise.
Right.
After his first Q1 performance. Okay, I think Magisa will not be the most happiest with that, with Cormac there. Cormac sitting on the line where you would usually take to go into Stavro. So
Has he run out of fuel, or is he doing the same thing that...
I think he's run out of fuel.
Usually the fuel icon flashes yellow. Or is that only during the race? I don't know.
It might be during the race. I don't know, but Magisa goes third with a 43.8.
Yeah, and Jock coming across the line doing a 144.7.
Up the Williams.
Ooh, excuse me. Right. I think everyone's coming in, to be honest. Let's have a look at Hank. Hanker's putting himself P8, which is not too bad a marker. He'll need to, of course, better that later on to get himself into Q3, no doubt. But the sun
Lizard
is
King's
still
on
shining. Is he? Oh, good for him.
Yep.
Let's hop on board then, shall we?
Yeah, I was about to say, from the start of Q1 to now, the sun's really come out, so the times are going to start getting a lot faster now. The track's going to warm up.
Yeah, and well, pray for rain, pray for no rain. I don't know. I know there'll be some drivers out there praying for rain, naming no names.
I'm praying for rain tomorrow.
Yeah, the Lizard King going P3 then, of course, with a 43.551, which is a pretty handy lap from the man himself. And, well, how was your day, Gary?
I don't think I've really got up to anything. I'm off today, so today's one of those days where it was just chilled. I've not really done very much. I think most of the day I've just been playing F122 career mode.
Cool, lucky you. Ellisov has come straight back into the pits, which is not good for actually having something to commentate over. Oh dear. Right, AMS Drive, who is now coming onto a flying lap.
So the reason why Ellis has come back in is he's done an oopsie.
Ah, he lost his pit at a pit exit. Oh dear.
To be fair, it's easily done.
I'm not gonna lie. We've all done it. We have all done it.
It's very embarrassing. Lucky it wasn't caught on stream. He should have stopped saying anything. Could have got away with that.
Yeah, but never mind. We thank you for the moment's laugh, and hopefully it will pay you back in the race tenfold. Oh, Drive showing so much commitment there through those that complex of corners after Lecom. Now, what was Rivage? I think is the.
Yeah, you're right. I've got that now. Yeah, it's
Oh,
Rivage, the hairpin.
Now through Puon, keeps it within the limits, and powers his way all the way down takes 5th gear for this left-right, or right-left, I should say. And what gear into here? Gear 4 for AMS Drive, pushing to the limit. Supposedly purple, big commitment, turning full throttle into the second Stadlow, as now around a slight kink and through Blanchimont, tapping the inside curb very lightly there does Drive, but he didn't let it unsettle the car, and he's hit his braking point lovely into bus stop, and let's see him come to the line now. It's a 1:43.1, so not quite the first 42 of the day, but we're not far off Mr. Cruiser.
And also that's the fastest time of the qualifying so far.
It is indeed, and what a great lap it did indeed look from the Alpine driver.
Apparently Errors-Off has left the pits. This is his 4th time he's leaving the pits.
Has he got a full complement of front wing?
Looks like he hasn't hit his front wing on this time.
Well, good luck to you, sir. What's happened to Jack? Has Jack
tied in the
pits? That's bold. Okay, it's not that bold, but yeah, we're just 3 minutes left of the session. It's going to be crunch time for most of these drivers. I'd say you need to get into the 43s to get yourself up there. A man that has done that is Ads, who has just less than half a tenth away from AMS Drive. And when I say less than, I mean just more than. Let's keep an eye on Ermine in the AlphaTauri coming through the middle sector now. Looks pretty confident, not quite full throttle through the apex of Puon, but he has kept the speed, hitting speeds of up to 197 miles an hour before braking for this mid-lap chicane, and opting for 5th gear through Stadlow. And let's see if that will gain him any time. It looks like it's purple, but this game, we cannot trust it. Through.
Please, EA.
Please,
give us some info.
Please, just release a decent game next year, please. Please.
Just give us some info from the next game, please. We're bored.
Yeah, and Ermine comes across the line and goes into P4 with a 1:43.4, and it is crunch time for these drivers towards the back as Sam sets the fastest lap of the session and the day so far with a 43 flat. What a lap from that man. As the next man over the line will be Jensen to start his final run. Let's hop on to Ellisov as he comes around the last couple of corners and powers to the line. It doesn't look like a great time, it's not, and it's only P11 at the moment, so Ellisov looks like he could very much be out at this early stage, as there's a slew of drivers coming through right now. As we'll try and get one. That is Ads coming into the pits. I think AMS Drive right behind him. So let's have a look at Henkers, who... No, that's Dynamo Dan. What am I doing, Gary? I don't even know.
Henkers is about to start his lap.
He is indeed. So both Ferraris starting their final flying lap. And Cormac, who has come out again, he's in P6, but he's looking okay. Takes as wide a line as possible to get the best start to the lap then. And Ermine is... He has invalidated, but he should be safe anyway. He's in P5 at the moment. Let's take a look at this Aston Martin behind Drepo, currently on the edge. He's a 1:43.8 thus far. He's 2 tenths up into Sector 3. Let's have a look. Oh, he misses the apex of the very last corner. That could cost him a little bit. Might get the better drive though, and he's gone into P6 then. Time made up elsewhere in the lap, and that could very well be good enough for Drepo.
Magus is invalidated. That poo on.
Oh, Magusa. Heart in mouth moment then, as we see Millsy. Millsy's 2/10 up. If he can hold this time, he will jump above Magusa and into Q3 preliminarily to the line. Goes P7. Magusa's out. Let's have a look as Elisov has not got anything to fight with. We know. Let's have a look to see how the Ferraris fare then. Currently P14 and P15. Dynamo Dan coming into the bus stop for the last time and hits it fairly well. Let's see as he comes to the line. It's only P13 for Dan. Henkers, Henkers 1.1 nearly loses it. And he goes P10. Henkers into the top 10, and that will be good enough for him to join the rest of the top 10 into Q3 right at the end of the session.
Jensen, you make me laugh sometimes. He's put in chat, F's sake, bottle pole was wrong.
Yeah, the thing is, to get pole, his teammate nearly killed him there. To get pole, you have to be in Q3, Jensen. So yeah, that is absolutely gone wrong, and you counted your chickens before they have hatched.
Good. That's actually a good metaphor, David. I'll give you that one. Tanker's totally in control there.
Yeah, definitely no tank slapper out of the last corner then. Amazingly, amazingly, he only lost 1/10 overall in that final sector, so it was a pretty good lap all the same. And well, there you go. There are your top 10 in the shootout, and the drivers we're losing here in Q2. Elisov in P15, Dynamo Dan in P14, Jensen big upset in P13, Magusa P12, another big upset, and Jock only managing P11. Ugh.
Just seen in the Discord, Lizard King is thanking me for getting him back into the lobby so quickly.
Yeah, it is paid dividends, and he is, of course, now into Q3. He's showed some good pace so far, hasn't he, Gary?
Yeah, I've not seen much of Lizard King. I know the only thing I know much about his racing history is I think he won in Britain last year. I haven't seen him race much since, so I can't really say if that's a surprise for him to be up there or that's where he should be.
Well, your memory is better than mine. I think everyone knows this by now. I can't remember what happened yesterday, let alone last season.
I have a good memory. I have a good long-term memory.
Yeah.
Short-term memory, another story.
Yeah, and of course TS9, their div head in the chat, respect the guy that's just recovered from a broken leg. Absolutely. A little bit of insight to Elisov's early exit. He was on 15% used softs, and he had the enthusiasm that he would get into Q3. He also guilty of counting his chickens.
Don't forget the multiple times hitting the pit wall coming out.
I mean, maybe, but maybe I wasn't going to bring that up again. Maybe you're just bullying him now, Gary.
I am.
Just keep bringing it up.
Gonna do a poll. Should we do a poll, David?
Oh yeah, shit. Those things.
I can't make it. I would make it for you, David, but I can't seem to do it.
Yeah, well, you talk
Gary,
while I
running...
set it up.
Gary, you running 0-0 tomorrow? Well, after last season, when I run 2-0, I'm not running that this time. I'm running 3-4. And then if it's wet, I'm going to run 6-8. put a bit more downforce because they're only too slow down the straights in the wet conditions, but you need the grit. So, well, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I'll let you know how it goes once I get one lap in. But yeah, Spa's is a favourite track of mine, so I am looking forward to it tomorrow, and hopefully continue on my good score and points from last week. As we watch Amos Drive go down the Camel Straight and going to make his way into Lacombs. Is it Lacombs? I really hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm riding the curves completely, using everything you possibly can. Man, if you're hitting 2.7 on Camel Straight, definitely 0-0. It's about 205. I'm hitting about down the straight. Here's 9. Didn't feel too comfortable. As I've just seen David's poll is ready.
It's gone live. Do you want to read out our options, Gary? I know you do.
That first one is just so mean. Jensen. Oh, wait. FPRL Drive.
Up
Big Sam Geno. Oh, my God. Bacon, lettuce, tomato, Jack. And adds number 1. Mate, that Big Sam Jenner, that's quite a funny one.
Yeah.
Toby, I know you probably are listening in, because you always are. You're a lurker in chat. You don't speak, but you lurk. Change your name to FPRL as he goes even faster than what Sam Jenner did in the previous session.
Yeah. Very marginally, in fact. As well, that is set us up to a good start. Lizard King, presumably on an older set of tyres, maybe, but a 43.5, maybe not. That's a very good lap from Lizard King, currently in P2. As Ads is going to be the next one across the line. Let's hop up the lap time, and that is. There you go, Cruiser!
There.
First driver of the day into the 42s is this man here, Ads number 1. As Henkers also comes across the line with a 44.1.
You're getting slated in the chat, David.
Well, I hate to say it, but go away.
Yeah, go away, TF9. You're only saying that because he's Red Bull.
Yeah. As
oh, speaking of Red Bull.
We've got Jack coming to the line. I went too far. He's had a bit of a shocker, so let's hop back to Millsy. Up the Millsy. And he's coming to the line now, and that's 44.3. Let's call that old tyres, shall we? I think that's fair. Cormac goes P7, 44.8. We'll call that old tyres.
Drepo. Must be all old tyres.
Drepo then coming through Blanchimont to set his first lap of Q3, and let's get the cinematic shot of the Aston going through those two, avoiding the curb on the exit to get the best drive possible to the line. That's a good lap from Drepo, 4 thousandths off AMS drives time, and that at the moment has put him into P3.
Oh, it's going to be close. I can see this being very close for pole.
Yeah, I can see it too. As no one's on a lap.
Erisov has made a very funny statement. AlphaTauri were happily 3-4 in Q1. One is out, and the other is in 9th.
To be fair, he's in 10th.
I think when he made the comment, I think he was in 9th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going well for the Alphas as an overall construct. Well, I say that. It's not going well for the other 3 tiers for AlphaTauri. There's one tier where it's, as Jeffo goes for a little bit excursion. They're seeming to be unstoppable.
Yeah, that is of course tier 3.
Nah, tier three. They haven't got put. They've not finished
They're
last three
still
races.
leading, aren't they?
That's because they've had such a
Such a
massive margin
dominant
that they can
start, yeah.
start. Yeah, they can just walk away with it.
Yeah.
I was more referred to be talking about Diamond Douche and Groundsy. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
But
No matter what anyone does.
either way, big good evening to the man. It's the Monkey Man in the chat. Good to see you, Mr. Dan Curtis. Connor also confirming further up that Juve are still shocking.
They got 1-2 in Monza. What?
You
Which
don't
tier?
have...
Tier four or tier three? Because I swear in tier three they did not get 1-2 in tier three. They both retired. Tier two, Diamond and Groundsy, I know they got 1-2. That race. Those two seem to always get 1-2s or on the podiums. They're just unstoppable at them.
So what we'll talk about was Sam is on his outlap. Is the pole for pole gone? Have I missed it?
Yeah, it's finished.
Who won it, Gary?
Bacon, lettuce, tomato, Jack.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know what's even more funny? 3 votes for Jack, 1 for Jensen,
You
1 for Sam, 1 for Ad, 0 for Drive. So no one thinks Drive's going to get pole.
That's absolutely
Someone's
shocking.
voted for Jensen. He's not even in this section.
That is absolutely shocking from the FPRL viewers.
That is just rude. That's just rude.
Yeah, absolutely shocking.
Oh dear.
I do want to bring up, while we're in a little bit of a lull, that my drink this evening is somewhat Monkey Boy inspired in the sense that I'm drinking Dead Man's Finger, and that just makes me think of Monkey Boy. So yeah, it's Dead Man's Finger, I think raspberry tequila rum or something like that. I'm not quite sure how that works, but I'm having that with some Pepsi, so why not? Pepsi Max. So Sam Jam Seno is on his lap, Gary. Do you want to take us through?
Yeah, let's see if he goes flat up Eau Rouge. Is it Radion as well? It's not Radion, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is. I can't remember
Yes.
which way order it goes then. Now he goes on Camel Straight. He's going to keep an eye on that. Hinker's in the Ferrari in front of him. He goes into La Combs. I really hope I'm saying all these words correctly. I've turned the trap map off now, thinking, I've remembered it all.
They come.
Here comes, I can't remember this corner.
Rivage.
That's it, Rivage. And then we're going to make our way back down the hill into No Name Corner. They really need to name that corner.
I think they did, and then they went back on it. But yeah, sorry, carry on.
Now in Puon, he's now going to get completely, he's going to get a little bit of a tow. And he's actually might get a little bit held up by the Aston Martin. So Sam might not be too impressed. I don't even know what these corners are. I think this is Savro now. Let's see what his middle sector time is. We're looking at about 1:16 through here. So 1:14.8. So now we're going to go all the way down. Oh, I can't remember these corners. Oh, now we're coming into Bonchmont. I know this one. This is the Max Verstappen corner. We went round the outside in the, what are they called? Holowasso days. Now into the bus stop chicane. Let's see how well he can get. Misses both sets of curves, but gets a good run out the corner. And it's going to be a 1:43.56. Slots himself perfectly between Jeppo and Drive to go third.
Yeah, good lap from Sam. As
what's the worst bloody foul on that?
So Ermine's on all that. We'll stay with him unless someone's in a better position. Amos Shrive is not, because he has invalidated.
As Amos Drive does. And he's done. He's done. Still going to get round to another lap to go over.
Yep,
Come on.
so
Am I going to nick it? Also, Jack's dropped it.
oh, Jack. Oh, that's a bit of lag there from Ermine as he comes across the line. Oh, it's tantalisingly close. But Ermine puts himself on the front row as things stand. Let's have a look and jump back to Sam, who, despite being on an in-lap, is only 28 thousandths down. So, yeah, work that one out as this is time through. No, he's pulled out properly. So let's hop on with Drepo as he comes to Stadlow now. Keeping it between the lines, a little bit shaky on the exit, but he gets the power down and keeps it held down as he now comes onto this long, flat section of the track. Big balls coming through Blanchimont, not quite as much as they used to be. These cars, of course, very heavy on the downforce side. So Drepo through the final corner. DRS open, goes to the line, and it's a 42.8, and he is on provisional pole as Lizard King goes P6. So now it's Cormac. Cormac next on in the spotlight. Let's have a look across the line. P4 and Millsy in the pits.
I think I saw that Wavy Nice reckons Sam may have lost time from that Aston through Pouon.
Yeah, that's so disappointing. It did look rather off-putting, if you ask me. But of course, we'll leave it for the drivers and the stewards. As here we go at the end of Q3, then we have our grid for tomorrow. On pole will be the Aston Martin of Drepo.
Wavy Night, that's because these guys are tier 1, that's why their times are faster than your TT times.
Yeah, and Drepo is 1 second faster than my TT time, so don't feel too bad at all. Less than 3 tenths from 1st to 7th around the biggest, the longest track, says Monkey Boy, and that is special. The whole field, ignoring poor old Jack, who had a bit of a mare, covered by just over half a second. The top 7 less than 3 tenths. That is what it's all about here at FPRL. Close racing, heart-stopping, qualifying, and of course exhilarating races. As is that a chuckle I heard, Gary?
Yeah. I saw.
Why?
I saw Ellis comment in the chat. He put, "Tomorrow I'm gonna get some sleep," because he said tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the sun will come out.
And also, I'm now doing a rain dance for rain for some driver.
For Colin.
I want to see a wet start to dry end.
Well, guess what, Gary?
It's going to be dry.
It's a dry start at the very least.
Damn it.
As we sit here on the grid waiting for a couple of minutes so drivers can have their comfort breaks pre-race. A quick update on the football. Still 0-0 between Bayer Leverkusen and Union Berlin. Still 0-0 between Juventus and Sporting, and still 2-0 to United against Sevilla.
I've just seen Ellisov is saying drive first by turn 1. That might be down to the most advantage start.
Yeah, Monkey Boy wants to point out, look how happy the cars look on the grid on your left-hand side of the screen.
They're not doing that on my screen, to be honest. They're just sitting there still.
Bear Bouncy, trancy, trancy, fancy, fun, 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 fun.
What car is that? The LP that looks really excited. It's really
Yeah.
going for it.
Well,
That's the
it's like he's having a conversation with the with Drepo's car in the front, and yeah, looks like I think that's the AlphaTauri in third that's calmed down. Ah, right. Quick pee time, Gary. So
all right.
let's go. Let's go, the lolly.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be quick. If not, I'll just quickly do the rundown if you're not here. Um, Speaking on the football that David mentioned earlier, what does everyone make about what Bayern Munich's situation is right now, suspending Sadio Mane for the bust up in the dressing room? I think apparently Mane wasn't too happy with the way Sane spoke to him on the field. It's a little bit out of character for Mane. Obviously, I knew him as a Liverpool player, and he never seemed to act like he always used to play with a smile. So I don't know if he's not enjoying his time at Bayern or there's something else going on. But yeah, he's been suspended. I've seen a lot of players, Liverpool fans, say, "Bring him back. He's too old. His time's done." That's the Martin is still bouncing.
Yeah, of course. On that note, Gary, I'm sure there was plenty of frustration after losing. And yeah, if Mane wanted to lose to Man City, he would have stayed at Liverpool. So,
Boy,
so
we'd probably be
yeah,
doing better if we had Mane.
I'm kind of thinking that maybe you'd be quite pleased about that. Maybe the prospect of him coming back to Merseyside.
Like he left.
You say he's too old, but since he's left, your team has been shocking. You miss
midfield.
You miss his up front, the threat that he has, and
We're missing midfielders more. Midfielders are our main struggle, but we'll see what that is. But we'll see what happens in the summer.
Yeah.
Rumours are Casado and Rice, the midfielders.
Well, either way, as we'll go through the grid order now, and it's a wake-up call for the Alfa Romeos as Collateral Ads starts in P20. In front of him is Rob Kelly. Oh, Jesus!
Oh, Colin's not going to be happy because that's the marker board that he needs.
Yeah.
To know when to brake for that corner.
Not ideal. To be fair, I think that might have been the 50, not the 100.
That's even worse because that's where Colin uses the brake for that corner.
There's no way you're braking at the 50-metre board after Kemmel Straight. But anyway, Rob Kelly, P19, Colin ahead in P18. Let's have the tyre graphics up. Okay, that's interesting. Splitter Flipper then in P17. Lives in P16. Ellis off P15. The first of the Raris in P14. That's Dynamo Dan. Jensen, who frauded himself out in Q2. P13. Maguser P12. And Jock P11.
In P10 we have Jack, who was the early pace setter. Unfortunately dropped it in Q3. P9 is Millsy. P8 is Henkers, who's doing very well recently. Good results from him. P7 is Lizard King. P6 is Sam Jenner, who will feel a bit aggrieved with his final run. P5 is Toby Sill, Amos Drive. P4 is Cormac. FPRL Drive, sorry. P3 is Ermine 50. P2 is Ads. Pole for today's race is NVR Jeppo.
Well, apparently you actually brake somewhere between the 50 and the 100 board, and this is your weekly reminder, ladies and gentlemen, to not use destructible items as your braking references. As I get myself a mouthful of drink to get us going, That is a strange camera angle from Collateral Ads, and I'm not too surprised the game's resetting there, as just two drivers failing to make it into their grid slots as the lights have gone out, and away we go. Toby Cyril making a fantastic start. He's immediately up into P1 before turn 1. Ads is around the outside, and he has got himself into P2. Is he going to have a look into P1? No, he's not. He's going to tuck in behind AMS Drive for Radion, Eau Rouge and Radion. And they're so close coming up this hill. Let's have a look further back as the drivers look like they've got through it very well.
Oh, there's cars everywhere.
Oh, it's going to get messy here. Into Lacombe as nearly contact between the Haas's, and there's an AlphaTauri that's gone straight on there. And he will contact between Jensen and Ellisov. Ellisov, surely he's got to give back some of those places. Surely he gained places going over. I'm not entirely sure. But Liv's making moves up the inside. Jensen now looking up the inside into Puon. He's stuck his wheel there as Ellisov has gone slightly wide, and Jensen capitalises, and Ellisov will have to slot in behind. Let's have a look further up as Sam's had some contact. I think that is that's not with his teammate, surely.
Nah, I think it might have been contact with Lizard King, because Lizard King just got past him.
Oh, Cormac's out. Oh, he's lost it at Stadlow.
Oh my god, there's a putt. Oh my god.
Oh,
both
Jesus.
Alfa Mayors have been involved.
Oh,
Don Modan's out. Mag Hughes has got no front wing, and there's a safety car. Collateral Ads.
There's a full course safety car.
Collins. Oh, both Alfa Mayors got away with that.
Lucky boys. Oh, big
dear.
yikes.
Oh dear, when the fronts are out.
That is not ideal. And one of the McLarens, of course. Yeah.
Oh, that's upset. Just no.
Big upset there for Cormac. And Splitter Flipper, who is on the soft tyres, choosing not to pit. I'm not quite sure why. I'm not sure what his strategy is. But those soft tyres are not going to go long in this race. I suspect they'll be done by lap 4. Under racing conditions, anyway.
Yeah, probably 4, maybe 5 laps at best.
Yeah.
If I would be coming in on lap 6. I don't understand why he's not got off them. He's got 3 stop.
Yeah. But either way, 2 cars into the pits then. That is Rob Kelly and Mag User. And yeah, that host advantage is dirty, Monkey. Absolutely. Unfortunately, there's genuinely nothing we can do. There's too many issues when CoComs hosts the session, in our experience.
That's why I'm already apologising for tomorrow night.
Yeah. Well, that's fine, Gary, because you're not the fastest man on the Tier 2 grid. AMS Drive could definitely put a word in for himself for being that fastest man.
Excuse me, who drive?
What?
Don't you mean FPRL drive?
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, yeah, FPRL Drive, as he will now be known.
Someone's changed his name in the Discord for that. I don't know who's done that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that people shouldn't be allowed to do that, so maybe they shouldn't do that. Either way, as we finish lap 2 behind the safety car, let's put on the intermission screen, shall we, Gary? And actually, I'll need to sort this out. I'll need to get rid of old Jake the Snake, because, of course, we have...
He's not here.
He's not here. So...
did you get the cruise one sorted out yet? Or have we figured out what we're putting cruise as?
No. Not yet.
We did have an idea. well, I haven't mentioned this to Cruiser, but get Kante, but edit it where he's wearing a Rangers shirt. I thought it'd be a really funny thing because he
That
always
sounds
posts
like a
the
lot of
Igloo
effort.
Igloo. I'm sure someone could do an edit.
Yeah. Well, £5 a commission, ladies and gents.
Oh, Splitter has come in, by the way.
Splitter has, yeah. Okay, so he has now come in as adds burning a little bit of fuel here on.
Can you go to the end?
What?
Can you go to the end, Splitter, on those hards? Or was that too much to ask?
I think it's too much. I think it's a big ask. I'll be interested to hear what you guys have to say in the chat. Do we think Splitter can get to the end? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say there's going to need to be a late stop onto the, well, maybe not even late. Maybe lap 13, 14 onto the mediums for Splitter Flipper. Jaff. Saying can be done with a little bit of time management and possibly some safety cars, you never know.
Well, if Groundsy was here, he'd be like, yeah, definitely can go to the end.
Yeah, but to be fair, Groundsy's still on the same tyres he was last week in Monza, so...
He's probably using the same tyres he had in Bahrain at Monza last week. I have no idea how he does it, and he doesn't even know how he's managed to keep them so fresh, but it's a skill and it's paying off.
Yeah. Safety car will be in this lap. Apparently in the chat, Elisoff was debating whether to go mediums from here, but that of course will require him to be using a lot of ERS to get some overtaking done, as we'll hop back towards the front of the grid as the whole field minus one car trying to get some heat into those hard tyres. Rob Kelly will not struggle like these guys will, and I'll tell you what, I don't like how quickly these guys are weaving, or how closely they're weaving, as it looks like Rob Kelly accidentally overtook Collateral Ads there. Not quite sure what that was about, as Drive now comes through the last corner. He's not going to catch Ads out, assuming he accelerates straight away, and he has done. Ads right on the back of Drive. He's catching before turn one, La Source, but yep, he is in second place still, right behind, less than a tenth and a half into Eau Rouge and Radion. He runs a little bit wide there, might have picked up a warning for cutting the corner there, as Collateral Ads is in the pits, and that is a front wing change, a disastrous restart. But we'll look at the front as Ads tries to go around the outside of Laycom. It turns to the inside for the next part, and I think he's got the move done. Ermine now challenging AMS Drive, trying to get back up into P2. He can't do it, and he's going to have to settle in right behind, as Ads does indeed take the lead. Gary! Are you dead, Gary?
No, my headphones desynced and I couldn't speak for a second, so I had to unplug the controller and replug it in.
Good job, Gary's controller.
Wasn't the batteries this time, they literally just desynced completely.
But well, they won't. Your batteries won't die until probably around lap 8 or 9. So
No,
you've got plenty of time.
No, I've got proper batteries. I've got proper lithium batteries in here.
Well, good to hear. Lizard King now. Ooh, has Jack gets past Jock on the straight, and Jock had a little peek up the inside there. Ooh, Jack's gone deep, and that's compromised him on the exit. Jock now going to have the run to the line. He's not quite got the traction down, and Jack would have had to have burnt a little bit of ERS to make sure he doesn't lose that position back straight away. So on to lap 5. AMS Drive still behind Ads on this restart. he won't be panicking too much if Ads wants to take the lead at this point. I'm sure he'll be happy to stay behind as long as Ermine doesn't give him too much trouble. He's very close on the by the end of the Kennel Straight. And well, yeah, from here, I think these drivers will need to settle in and make sure they keep it on track. Don't touch the curbs, especially around the second part of Stadlow. And here on the inside of Puon, we'll see the top three going through right now. Very nicely indeed. Repo still sitting down in P4. It's not been the best of starts from him, but he has managed to maintain a decent position at this point. And maybe he'll be looking at launching the offensive later on. Maybe an alternative strategy from the Aston Martin man.
Yeah, I've just watched the two Haas boys just switch positions. So maybe Millsy thinking his teammate's quicker at this point and just letting him through. Maybe maybe Jensen try and see if he can drag him along to the back of Jock.
Yeah, and maybe thinking that the favour might be repaid later as we're on to lap 6 and DRS is now enabled. They will have it all the way down this back straight after Eau Rouge Radion. And the gap at the moment, 6 tenths between Ads and Drive through the exit. It's a little bit more gained from Drive, but I don't think he'll be close enough. Ermine behind, however, is a little bit closer. He's going to have the double slipstream, but it's still not quite enough. Collateral Ads hanging round the back, of course, 21 seconds down after pitting on the restart. Colin getting past there by Splitter Flipper into Lecom, and it's not looking good for the Alfa Romeo lads, is it?
Nah, Colin is still struggling with those new lines. He's still trying to learn with the braking point. I know he's been struggling through the corner he's about to go through right now. He has no idea where the braking point is. He as he said, it literally is a guessing game when to brake and turn in. I've tried to give him a little bit of help with what I used as a braking idea, but it seems to get better at a time.
Yeah, and if going through it 22 times in race conditions isn't going to help him, then God knows what will. So what really wouldn't have helped is his teammate taking out the braking boards under the safety car.
Was it
safety or was it formation? I don't know.
Oh, hang a minute. What's going on here? Looks like Sam's either had a moment, because Ellis has got a free second, and now Sam is now all under. Is hot and bothered by the other Aston Martin lives. Well, I put his gearbox.
Yeah, Colin there losing another place, this time to Mag User, and that was out of the bus stop and into La Source at turn 1. And well, it's not good viewing if you're an Alfa Romeo driver. It's P17 and 18 as we'll hop further forward. We see Rob Kelly getting passed by Splitter Flipper into Lecom. A popular overtaking spot.
Oh! Lizard King's gone.
Oh, Lizard King, no. Let's have a look, see where he is. There he is on the exit between Rivage and No Name, and Lives there. Nearly losing it on the exit of No Name. The yellow flag's still out. Lizard King is going again, thankfully. And can you see any damage to the Red Bull there, Gary?
He's fine on the front wing, but I can't see anything visibly damaged on the rear wing. He might have a bit of rear wing damage. I don't know. He did clonk the back end of that Red Bull very hard, but we'll have to see. We'll be able to tell if he starts having really bad understeer moments. But it seems like it's not too bad at the moment. He's probably going to start praying for a safety car right now.
Yeah, and on to lap 8 then. Looking further back, looks
Oh,
like Magusa getting a move done
well then,
into
that's an.
the bus stop. I think Rob Kelly had to take evasive action there and has picked up a 5-second penalty, and he nearly misses his braking zone, goes nearly going straight into the back of the Merc into La Source. That's not the best line. It's easy enough to say. Right, lap 8, still no overtakes at the front, but Henker's getting past Livs into P11. Henker's back on the charge, and let's see if he can carry. Oh, Rob Kelly's gone.
He's in the middle of the track,
He's...
so have to get off. Oh!
he's
Killed Lizard King. He's killed
oh,
Lizard King. He hasn't hit him, but it's a safety car. But Lizard King got all out of shape just to avoid him. Oh dear, that may be a penalty for Mr. Rob Kelly. That he's pulled over to the side of the road. I don't know what he's doing.
I mean, he just spun through no name. I think Collateral
Oh right.
was told to give that position back. I don't know why, game, because Rob Kelly wasn't moving.
Stupid game.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't bin it here at Pilon as well. He will go wide. But, yeah.
We should see people boxing now.
Yeah, we are in the pit window. Although... Are we going to see people pitting? Everyone is on hards, Gary. Oh, okay, never mind.
Your answer was answered.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh,
8,
Josh
9,
had to slow up. Josh
10.
had to slow up, but it's gonna be a slow pit stop for that Hasses because they're right behind each other.
Yeah, and Livs has opted not to pit. And
oh no,
will
the last
take
time
the lead.
Was it Livs that last time where the car flipped him upside down?
No, that was Iniesta.
Oh right, okay. But I say Aston Martins don't really have the best memories of leading under a safety car.
Oh, Magusa.
Magusa, what has he done?
Well, okay, this might be a strategy, you know. This might be a strategy, because these mediums are going to struggle to get to the end.
Fishsticks put 13 laps on mediums.
It's a big ask. Even if 2 or 3 of them are behind a safety car, it is very much a big ask. And Magusa could be in one hell of a good spot right now. So could Livs, presuming he manages to get away after the safety car, no problem.
Groundsy has put a comment in. I don't know if we should trust him.
Yeah.
But the end might be the same as yesterday. Ending of the race. Groundsy's saying rain at the end.
Where have we seen that before, eh? Where have we seen that before?
Please don't tell me it's going to happen again. Please don't. I won't laugh at him this time. I'll believe in him. So would David.
You have to believe in the Colin.
You have to believe.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Let's have another swig.
It does help the two alpha males. It does help the two alpha males. It said it does explain why everyone was on hards.
Yeah, taking a chance that the rain would come just after the halfway point, maybe to.
But why would you then switch to the mediums?
Well, you might as well. If the rain's coming at the end, you might as well get off the hard tyres. I think Magusa has taken a chance here. If the rain comes in the next 5 laps, it'll be golden. If it doesn't, he's
buggered. He's fucked, as David would like politely put it.
Oh dear.
Rain in 15.
Rain in 15. Interesting. So, safety car, Gary, you know what that means. Let's get a footy update. still 0-0 between Juventus and Sporting, but the tie in Germany, Bayer Leverkusen versus Union Berlin, is still is 1-0 to Union Berlin. Are you sure that's Union Berlin? It's Union Saint-Gilloise.
Let me have a look. I can see
And their scorer is Boniface. Boniface. Apparently, Sporting have had a free kick, but it is still 0-0 in wherever Juventus' stadium is. And the score in Manchester still 2-0 to United. What other leagues are on tonight? We've got the Europa Conference. Nobody cares about that. And National League South, where we've got Concord Rangers leading 1-0 against Hungerford Town after 72 minutes. Dartford 0, Taunton Town 0.
That's quite close to me. That's a local team, Dartford.
Yeah, well, guess what, Gary? They're crap. They can't even beat Taunton. Absolutely shocking.
It's the same as Dover. We're actually relegated. We got relegated after like 20 games. We had a points deduction of like 20. We were already relegated before the season even started. We've only won one game all season. We are horrendous.
Yeah, I'm going to assume the safety car's in this lap.
Hang on, let's have a look.
Bosh.
Let's see if this. Oh, you just done a Colin.
I mean, it's not quite the same as a Colin, because it's a lot easier to predict when the safety car is coming in than when the DRS gets disabled. But anyway, speaking of DRS, let's have a point about nothing to do with DRS and talk about the clouds, Gary.
Yeah, they've actually got a lot darker. They started rolling in now, so that rain is on the way.
Yeah, it's not unusual. Libs has gone early, it looks like, and Ad's not phased at all. He is right behind this Aston Martin, and surely this is not going to end up well for Libs, who might have been looking to hold up drivers in P2 and P3 to get his teammate into the best position possible. But Ads makes the move.
Drive?
Where is Drive?
Why is he P16?
Drive, what are you doing?
Drive's dropped it somewhere.
Did he drop it, or did he get really mugged off in the pit stop?
I don't think he's gone. Because he was behind Ads.
Absolutely fraudulent.
How's he done that then? What's going on there?
What's going on
dear.
here? Ermine
Libs.
also getting past Libs. Oh, there's contact. Oh, and there's 2 of them round. There's 3 of them round. Libs is round. Ellis is round. Oh.
That was poor Jeppo. There's contact. Drive's trying to stay out the way from Rob Kelly's got no front wing, and he's hit Collateral Ads, and I think Collateral Ads has got no Collateral Ads is okay.
Oh, Collateral
Collins
Dads.
game. Oh no, who's that? That's
Oh no, that is.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's Rob
I
Kelly,
thought that
sorry.
was his front wing. Wait, what? I thought
No,
that was his front tyre. What? Has he still got a full front wing? Oh, he's got minor damage. What's gone on there? Ellis Offer's gone round. Oh no, Ellis.
Meanwhile, joke of the day goes to Cruiser. Ooh, Daddy's in the mud.
Yeah.
He actually is, because he's got no front wing now.
AMS Daddy in the mud.
Oh, that's going to be clear.
He's still fighting though with Collateral Dad.
He said the thing. Yes, I did say the thing, Cruiser.
Oh,
Libs,
Libs, what's happened to Libs? Libs is being mugged. Those hard tyres really not working for
Is
the
he in
Aston
Liverpool?
driver. Liverpool.
Is he in Liverpool? Because I swear you only get that in Liverpool.
What, mid-table?
On the way they go. No, mugged.
Mugged.
Oh, poor Libs. He's absolutely getting ripped to shreds by everybody.
Yeah.
Squid gone up his inside. He was dead last after that one. He's now P7.
Yeah, and Magnussen making short work of him as well on the exit. I didn't even see that coming. Those soft tyres going to be great.
Henkers is up next. Lips is like, who can I actually hold off? I don't think it's the right call in the end. I heard that apparently Groundsy told him to stay out. So Groundsy, this is your fault.
Yeah. And Rob Kelly has... Oh, Ermine going up the inside of Henkers. At the bottom of the hill. What a move that was. Didn't see that one coming either. So actually...
It started on the exit of Pouon.
Yeah, so Ermine is going to be the next up to have a go at Livs. Both of these drivers using ERS down this back straight through Blanchimont, who's going to get the better turn in, and Ermine's going to have to go for a bit of a lunge here, and he has done as Livs leaves him room. A little bit of tyre-to-tyre contact on the exit, but Ermine on those fresher tyres makes the move count. And once again, it's Henkers staring at the back, but he's going to be behind him through Eau Rouge and Radion. And it's going to cost him a little bit of time, I reckon, if he cannot get past in this straight. But look at that exit. Fantastic from the Ferrari. He's going to go up the inside. Is he going to have the inside line for Lecom? No, not quite. They're side by side. Come on, Henkers. No, he has to back out. Great defending from Livs.
Oh, Jeffrey's gone for a dive.
Where's that come from then, lad?
He's that's the second dive he's done, and this one actually came off better.
Yeah, let's have a look and see how this plays out between the two Aston Martins then. We've seen this once before. It didn't go so great then. As you can see, Livs struggling for grip in those corners, and Drepo is losing so much time because of his teammate. Of course, probably couldn't let him safely past without losing any further positions.
Mike Clacks on the pit board, absolutely creasing at this.
Yeah, and there you go. That is probably the safest place to let it happen, although it looked like for a second he was still sitting on the inside, and yeah.
Still going back for... Oh, he's going...
I'm sure that was just to see his braking point. I'm sure he didn't have any grand sort of idea.
5 minutes to rain.
Yeah.
Groundsy
frauding his driver tonight, as Splitter Flipper getting mugged by Magusa on the exit of La Source, and Magusa still keeping these tyres alive then. They're now 5 laps old, and they have done 2 of those laps under safety car. Magusa is past Millsy, so now it's a Merc 5-6.
Buck will be happy.
Yeah, not as happy as the Williams tonight. Williams running very well in P1 and P4. Jock having a very good race. Very quiet. He's stuck behind Jensen at the moment. Not much he can do, I don't think. But the DRS may indeed help. Maybe we'll see some changes when the weather starts coming down. If the weather starts coming down.
So adds his having a Sunday drive as someone's gone around.
Oh, sell this off. He's hit the wall, and well, he's not as in the mud as Mr. FPRL Drive, who is vehemently in the mud.
I still don't know I might have to ask him after the race how he dropped from where he was before the safety car restart to being near the back, and also how he lost his front wing.
Yeah, it will remain a mystery. What won't be a mystery, however, is who wins out of the battle in Alfa Romeo. The lateral adds right on the back of Mr. Colin, as we've still got Henkers fighting with Livs up ahead. Livs really defending for his life. He's helped his teammate get streaks ahead, 2.6 seconds. Henkers doesn't have the front line speed, but he does have the exit, and he's going to go on the racing line. Let's have a look. He might have it. Yes, he does. And round the outside. Oh, Colin. That's not gone well, as his teammate gets past him. All right, Ads, you have a go.
I've had a go. I've messed up. You have a go. Your turn.
Yeah, and Henkers finally getting past that Aston Martin, who I think it's safe to say has probably made the wrong strategy choice. Or should I say Groundsy has made the wrong strategy.
Why can't he do this in Tier 2? Why can't he make these bad decision calls? Livs has been a right pain. You think 3 or 4 laps, he's gone from P1 to P12. That's how bad his tyres are.
It's not ideal, is it? What is looking good, though, if you're a Merc fan, is Sam Geno now catching up to the back of this fight between Jensen and Jock. Splitter flipper. Oh, what's gone on there then? This is all side by side through the bus stop. And Drepo looks like he's made the position on Splitter flipper. He's going to have the inside line braking for the source. And he gets the move done quite comfortably, I think. Splitter flipper is going to have to tuck in behind. He's going to have to conserve some ERS to attack later on in the race. The clouds are getting darker, Gary. We can only be just moments away from the first specks of rain on this track here.
Oh, Sam Jenner's got past Jock.
Yep, into Les Combes. And up into P4 goes the Mercedes. Maybe he will have a better chance at overtaking Jensen, he's no slouch, but he is 5 seconds off these guys in the lead, as Bacon, Les, Tomato, Jack is in P2, and he's just 8 tenths away from Ads. And Ads might be struggling a little bit on these tyres, or maybe he's just conserving ERS because, you know, that's Ads things.
Oh, someone's gone round.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. That is Jock. Oh, Jock, no.
He got front wing. It looks like he's got a bit of front wing.
He's got
no,
one
he's missing
side.
his... Jock, just go for it. Risk it. Do a Cohen. Just put on the inters. The rain's coming. Put the inters on.
Yeah, looking at different drivers' perspectives. I'm not seeing any raindrops just yet. But here we are, going on to lap 17. Let's have a look at this battle between Millsy and Drepo. Millsy is, manages to hold on to position there. And now he's maybe even going to have a look up the inside of Magusa. Magusa still on those soft tyres. And Millsy's got the better drive out of the corner. And, oh, lads. And, yeah, he's had to slot in behind in Eau Rouge, as he doesn't have the DRS. Oh, this man does. Neither does Millsy. There's Drepo going up the inside into Les Combes. Oh, there's contact. He's still there up the inside. There's still there. Jock comes into the pits and attempts the Collins strategy. He's onto the inters. Let's see how this plays out soon enough. It's still not raining here, at least in the middle sector. Drepo.
Oh, and it's James. Inside.
Yeah, Drepo unable to get past Millsy there. Good staunch defending. Magyus are doing very well. Those soft tyres now 8 laps old. He's not losing too much time, but he does have a Ferrari for company now behind, and actually you can see in the difference in corner speed. It is absolutely... Yeah, it's absolutely... Oh, and that is started coming down pretty fast. The rain is here, and Jesus Christ, that was quick.
Got to have called this correctly.
Yeah, are we going to see any drivers into the pits as Drepo picks up a 3-second penalty? And that might have been on the exit of Blanchimont. Who's coming in? It's going to be everyone.
Except the front two.
Except the front two.
Colin's risking it. Colin's going for it.
Oh, Colin.
Do the reverse.
The reverse strategy.
Oh, dear.
Will it work out?
Oh, no.
No.
Straight away disabled.
Yeah, but if you think of all the double stacking that's going to be happening in the pits, he might still be a net winner off this. Jock, meanwhile, will he have gained any positions? No. He might have gained one on drive and Ellis.
Look, you can see the puddles already, Dave. Look how wet it is. It's got so quick.
That was so quick. And
oh, Jesus.
These guys, BRT Jack has got into the lead. Oh my God! Look how treacherous it is for these drivers on the dry tyres at the moment. That is nearly, well, yeah, that is full intermediates then. Great call, and all of a sudden, Ermine in a shout with winning this race.
Christ alive! That. But the thing is, what I think people forget, it's Belgium. As Jensen's gone round.
Oh, Jensen, no! Jensen! Oh, he's really struggling. Oh, Colin! Oh, Colin!
Jack's been overtaken by Ads.
Yeah,
Into Blanchimont.
Ads is good. What is this speed from Ads? The gap back to Ermine, 27 seconds. It's a short pit lane here. They've both gone straight.
They've gone straight on.
Oh God! Oh God!
Jack's crashed into the pits.
And the game's resetting back. Hopefully he doesn't get disqualified here.
Oh, well, that's one way of getting into the pits.
I'll tell you what, no, the game is resetting there. It would be unfair to make him go around in this weather, but Ads in the pits then. Let's keep an eye out for Ermine as he comes around the final corner now. As
Ads has the gap. Ads one has the gap.
Well, he might.
Yeah, look. Look.
But are his tyres going to be grippy straight away? Will Ermine be able to carry some momentum through on these slightly warmed up intermediate tyres? No. Millsy then up into P3 as Sam is right behind.
But if there is someone who's gained a lot from this, Clattel he's probably not going to finish in point. Actually, he might do if he doesn't get any more penalties. He might actually get a point here.
Yeah, we'll have
he
to
starts swapping the sliding.
Oh, the penalties are coming in.
Jensen with a penalty.
Oh, Jensen.
And Drive got one as well.
Yeah, so there you go. There you have it. The penalties. What on earth did Jensen do to get a 10-second time penalty? Did he cut straight over at Lacon? Quite possibly. I don't know. Either way, let's hop back up to the front because the gap is now 3 seconds. Ads has pulled out another 0.6 this lap, and it looks like he is relishing this intermediate weather. Ermine is not too bad himself as he holds position over Millsy, 2.4 seconds behind now. Sam is going to start really putting him under pressure, and not too far back from him is Drepo, who has himself got a 3-second penalty. Oh, as you can see the cars squirming out of the bus stop, and Sam still close to the back. Will he have the slipstream available to him. Will it pull him past that Haas? We'll find out soon enough, as there's some position swapping further back, but I missed it, so I'm not going to bother going back there. Oh, Jensen!
Jensen's retired.
Oh, he's retired in the pits.
He's retired. Oh, Henkers.
Oh, Henkers.
Don't he?
Oh, Henkers.
Oh, Rouge. Emo Drive still going around. Colin. It's not the fairy tale that we were. If he'd have boxed that lap, he might have been up where his teammate was.
Yeah, that's not ideal for the Mr. Davies. Oh, there's a fight here between Magusa and Henkers, and Magusa getting past them. That soft tyre strategy did pay off in the end for Magusa. Held on long enough. And yeah, he's now up into 7th place. Might pick up another place due to penalties in front. Jensen in the chat, what's he got to say, Gary?
Lesson, always listen to the pit strategy on MSD.
Yep, wise words if I've ever heard them.
I don't think I've ever listened to Mark's decisions ever.
You mean not Jeff, right?
Well, yeah, it's Mark. Mark's the new engineer.
But not
That's
Jeff.
His name is.
That's his name.
Apparently Jeff might be coming back.
Shit on the Mark, up the Jeff. As
Bottles
Sam.
all round today, says Jensen.
Yeah. Bottle. So Sam still unable to make the move on Millsy, and Drapo now joins. This is quite a large train at this point.
Lads is coming onto the back of it now. He is 2.5 in front of Jack. So I don't know if anyone else has got higher penalties than anything.
No,
Sam Geno, penalty.
Oh,
There goes the podium out. There goes the podium.
yeah.
If Cratterwood keeps going, he could actually finish on track here, P9. On the lad.
Come on, collateral dads. Is it me or has rain killed this?
Oh, I mind. What was that? That was a. Christ alive! I don't know if that was just lag spike or anything. His car was going sideways through Rivage. Oh, who's dropped it? Oh, it's Owen out of the pit.
Is it out the pits though? He's on to 2 lap hold intermediates.
Oh, is he? Well, he was in the pit lane.
I'm quite surprised he hasn't been disqualified then if he's spun there. Okay, either way, let's stick for the battle for P4. Goes all the way back to P7. Inca's just dropping off a little bit, and Collateral Ads has caught up a second to Henkers. At the moment, Collateral Ads is
on the charge.
He's on the charge, and he is 3 seconds clear of those behind, and he could very well indeed finish P9 even after the penalties applied, as lives right on the back of BLT.
Is that what we're calling it?
It's going to be BLT. I'm sorry. It's good memories, BLT. As Ellisov
They're not as good nowadays.
Into pits. Is that front wing change, Gary?
Let's have a look. I really thought for a second it was gonna. Okay.
Hard tyres. Okay.
As you do.
As you do.
As you do.
Well, Ellisov might be looking to put on a show for us, as Colin is doing the opposite.
One's not going to finish last. He should overtake Ellis off. Oh, and Ellis off has already gone into the wall.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. This is the last lap, to be fair. If it were not the last lap, there might be some trouble heading his way. However, I think we'll let him off.
Oh, the race is pretty much over and done with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Let's make it
the
more
top
exciting.
3 is pretty much sorted. Looks like...
Oh, he actually has spun now. He's actually spun. Didn't
Yeah.
get that far.
We'll hop on with him in a moment when the rest of this comes into house. We'll we won't follow him over the line. We'll look for maybe a last-minute lunge. No, he's too far back. So there comes Ads celebrating before he comes across the line. As Ads takes the win. Ermine P2, Millsy P3.
Splitter gets
For
P4.
the Haas. Yeah, Splitter Flipper picking up a very, very good P4. Mag User as well. Great recovery into
Oh, what's
P5.
going on behind? Jack's out. Jack's got no front wing. Well, tyre as well.
Yeah, that's not ideal. And
Oh, there's another car that's just stopped there. Is that Jock?
you can't
Please
park
don't
there, lad.
You can't park there, lad. Meanwhile, AMS Drive comes over in a great P13. Up the way, sir.
Less said about that, the better.
Colin, I can't see him. Oh, here comes Colin.
Let's give him his dues. To Mr. Colin, the chance was there, but he could
Ellie.
not grasp it with both hands. As Ellis is going to finish last, but Colin is going to finish P14 ahead of him.
Do some donuts.
There you go, over the line in style from Colin. Well, there you go, Ellis off. Show us what you're made of. Give us some Tokyo drifting. Oh, that's not gone well, is it? He got a 3-second penalty for that. Oh dear.
Stuart, do you think we can get that one removed? Because I don't think he deserved that one.
Yeah.
I don't think he was in control of the car there.
Yes,
I don't
indeed.
think I've ever seen anyone get 3 seconds.
Is he flat through Blanchimont?
He is. Oh.
I mean, he's flat around. Oh dear. Probably not helped by the fact he's got no front wing.
He knew he actually made it. Have you seen the tyre tracks that he's making, just trying to put the pat? Oh.
That's a big screw you to Colin. Screw your braking markers. Oh God. All right, come on, Ellis off. That's a bit much.
We got things to do.
Do you reckon he can get a penalty?
As AMS Driver's already given up. He's gone.
That's what you're ghosting. You're ghosting, lad.
Please get stuck. Please get stuck. He's stuck! He got stuck.
Oh, I hope you don't reset. We'll have it on stream. Shocking. Let's have a look at that. Introducing Silver Snitch. I guarantee is definitely going to clip that.
Oh my God, what's going on up here? On the car.
Oh dear, they're putting on a show for the lads. He's brought out the safety car.
AI just doesn't know what to do at this point.
Yeah.
I brought out the safety car now.
I'm pretty sure that happened in the Creators Championship, didn't it?
Yeah.
Safety car. I think it was Japan.
Yeah, it was. Oh,
on lap 23 out of 22. Well, safety car, lads. Get out of the... Stop celebrating. Get back in your car and drive. Oh, dear. Well, less said about that, the better for Ellis off. So, here are the preliminary results for today's race. In Belgium... At the back, we've got Dynamo Dan in the first Ferrari of the evening. He's out. He's out that one. Cormac right in front of him. Out that one. Lizard King, unfortunate to be not taken out, but yeah, not ideal for Lizard King P18. Rob Kelly up in P17. Jensen P16. Ellis P15. Colin P14. Driver disappointing P13 from the Japanese driver. Jock P12, Lives P11. I'll rattle through the rest because I'm giving you enough time. P10 is Jack. Ads P9, Henkers P8, Drepo P7, Sam Geno P6, Mag User 5, Splitter Flipper 4, Millsy, Ermine, and then your winner today, Ads, as he joins the party.
As you said his name.
Yeah.
Speak and you shall receive him.
Indeed, you do. Well, this is the game is definitely not broken. This is the best part of the stream, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, when I try to frantically remember who was in what order on the podium. I believe the Haas picked up the P3, so let's get that on the screen. He's not in the party, is he?
No.
Right. Well, I'll give it a second. Have a peek on Discord, see if something's going on.
I cannot see in tier 1 chat, so I don't even know. Oh, no, there he is.
It's going to look really weird on stream because you said that like a second before it appeared on screen. So, yeah.
Oh, I said hello before I joined.
Oh my god. United have bottled it. Oh.
Yes, the typical Man United.
Have you seen?
Malacia,
It's all falling apart.
84th minute.
Where's
Own
Jaff?
goal.
Jaff, I hope.
90
Jaff,
plus
I hope
2.
Jaff, where are you? That's
own
what you
goal.
get. That's what you deserve, Jaff. I know you're in chat.
2 own goals. Gary, 2 own goals in the last 10 minutes. Harry Maguire.
Guess what? You said Liverpool was shit. Man United are even worse.
Yeah, well, how's Europe working out for you, Gary?
I don't care. I'm just. My team's already.
Get
shut
on with
down.
the interviews.
It's fun.
Yes.
Okay. After a hectic end to the race with that very quick rain thunderstorm that comes in, we've got our top 3. I'm here with our 3rd place man, Millsy, in the Haas. Hello, Millsy. We'll go over your qualifying. How did you find qualifying?
Right, I think I'm going more than like 8th, so let's say guys was never getting 4 attempts. So yeah, it's pretty smart, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll talk about the first half of the race before the rain. How did you find that part of the race?
Really, because themselves and then staying in the train, trying to not make any mistakes and keep the warnings down. So, yeah, I think I've always knew that the rain would spice it up one way or another, whether that would be for good or bad. So it's just about getting to that period in a decent enough position to then capitalise, which worked quite well. So yeah, it was solid. I think people were just sort of sending it in some places. Sam nearly killed me. You might have seen it on the stream. He went straight in the back of me, which was funny. But no, other than that, it was just pretty good, to be honest. I was quite happy with the pace.
Yeah, we'll finally get onto that rain bit. A mad dash to the pits. Obviously, some people stayed out, and it went from completely dry to nearly full wets in the space of like 30 seconds. But that is Belgium for you. So I guess you called it right and have kind of gained, taken advantage of it with a P3.
It's good. It's good. It was a good call in the sense that it worked, but I just don't think it's right because I don't know how a track can go from dry to sopping wet and you can't even do anything on the slicks within like a minute. Like the game is just broken. But unfortunately, I've had too many races to realise that. So yeah, it's just sort of wanted to give it a go. I thought it would take maybe like a bit longer for the engines to become much quicker, but no, it was pretty clear that when DRS got disabled straight away, it was the right call. So yeah, I mean, I was 6 seconds behind Sam, I think it was, when the rain came, and then by the time he pitted, so I was ahead of him. So it just shows you how crazy that is. It's a lap difference. when it shouldn't even be that bad on the slicks at that point. But yeah, so it was good, nice to make a good call like that. But still, games just needs fixing. Well, it won't be fixed now, but for next game maybe.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, once again, congrats on the podium. I don't know if that's your first of the season.
I think it'll be second, maybe. I don't know, to be honest, mate. I don't really keep track.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I've
a
got
good
one
point.
more, but I don't know where it is.
No, it's a good points haul for the Haas boys. So
Yeah, not bad.
I think that. Yeah, congrats. Now on to David
Thank you,
for
mate.
our second place man.
Well, thank you, Gary. And let's hop to the AlphaTauri of Ermine, picking up P2 today. Congratulations to you.
Yeah, thanks.
So, Spa, always a exciting track, at least most of the time anyway, barring 2020. Was it 2021? Whatever. Whenever it was rained off. 2021. But is it is it a good track for you? Is it a track that you like? You feel good at?
Yeah, it's probably one of my best tracks, and yeah, race pace is pretty decent, and well, qualifying I bottled my last lap in the game, which would have been a 42.8. So I think pace is pretty decent here.
Yeah, and it clearly didn't affect you too much in the race. You're battling in the midfield for long periods there. It always looked very tight, but generally the racing looked good tonight. Is there any memorable battles that you can think of?
Yeah, I started P3 and drive past me before I could even get off the line, and yeah, there was a pretty sick overtake after that when I overtook J-Repo on the inside of Eau Rouge, and after that I could have battled for the win, but the safety car restart, I think it was on lap 10, I just went around the outside after at the start of sector 2 of Lives, and then I got taken out by J-Repo.
We saw that.
So I dropped to P15 and made my way back to P2, so a lot of overtakes and a really crazy race, one of my best ever.
Yeah, well, it seems like you enjoyed it. So obviously you might have had in your mind the rain coming towards the end, but was that always factoring into your strategy? Did you think it would come as fast as it did, and did you feel like you always had a chance to be up there, given the late rain?
Yeah, without the rain I could have been probably P5 or P4, but yeah, I just got pretty lucky when I got the message from the engineer that we should bid for inters and ads, and the others already got past the pit, so it takes a little bit of luck too.
Yeah, well, luck was on your side tonight, definitely, and you came home and made a brilliant P2, so congratulations to you, and I will hand off to Gary to interview tonight's winner.
Thanks.
Gary?
Sorry, I'm on mute. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Twat.
My mum came in. I forgot to unmute. Sorry. That's embarrassing. I'm here once again with our race winner once again in Tier 1 and our championship leader who extends his championship lead. The Williams driver up the Williams is Ads 1, as we're going to call him. And he did win. Let's go. Hopefully I can do the same and all the other Williams can do this week. My God, Ads. we'll start with your qualifying. How was qualifying?
I thought it went pretty smooth. I can't remember what in Q3 what my banker was, but I managed to hook it up at the end. I think got P2. Well, I mean, I didn't, but my first lap in Q3 was good enough for P2, so that's always nice. And with drive P5, I thought, you know, maybe the host advantage might be a little bit less because he's a bit further back, but clearly
No.
that means nothing because he was already first by turn 1. But I mean, yeah, call him well.
Well, there is one big question that we don't know. I don't know if you were near AMS Drive on the second safety car. What happened to Drive? He was behind you, and then suddenly was down near the back. Do you know what happened to him?
No,
Oh,
clueless.
well,
I was just
mystery.
looking forward, burning my fuel, and Jack I was in a party with just told me that Drive spun, and I was like, oh. So I mean, it just took a little bit of pressure off for the whole race. So
Oh well, that when the rain came down, we thought you may have made a mistake going one lap longer, and how quick the rain like wetted the track. Were you quite surprised how fast it came down?
I think everyone was just surprised. I mean, I think it started coming down when I was like coming into the bus stop. So I mean, even if I did want to come in, I don't think I'd even like have time to like make that split decision. And I mean, it was already pretty much wet coming into Licon. So I mean, you might have had it on stream. Me and Jack always binned it coming into the pit lane. I almost ended up in the wall at the final corner.
Yeah, we saw that. You were missing your braking point, going very wide, and Jack tried to make it into the pits and did a monkey. And then got reset to track, and then had to do another 3-point turn so he could get into the pits.
Yeah, I mean, and he lost so much time from that as well. I know, no doubt he would have been on the podium.
There is one more question. We'll ignore the Drive question, just because I'm trying to find out that mystery. I'll let David ask the final question.
You've absolutely stitched me there. Fucking carry, you prick.
That's what you get for putting nothing in chat.
Right, so
He's not ready.
your final
Yeah,
question
yes.
is: who's the better commentator, Jake
you
or
son of a-
Gary?
Oh,
Is it bad that who is Jake? Is that General Jake or I think?
right.
No, he's
that's
definitely
a straight win
commentated
for me.
once on me.
Jake,
It's a straight
Jake
win
was
for him,
on last night on main comms.
That's a straight win for me.
If you
I
didn't watch it,
I didn't watch last night, unfortunately.
Yeah,
So I'm
right.
gonna have to say Gary.
Gary is the winner. And
You hear that, Jake?
just, well, fair enough. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Anyway, that's perfectly okay. Yes, congratulations to you on your win today and your extending your championship lead.
Thank you.
And well done to the rest of the drivers tonight. Thank you for turning up and making it exciting as always. There's just one thing left to do tonight, and I think you guys know what that is. And I think it's about time that Silverside Boy killed off the tension in the room and let us know who your driver of the day is, Gary.
I'm going to go for Ermine. Due to the fact that he did get caught up in an instant and was able to recover back all the way up to P2. So, yeah, I'm going to pick Ermine as our driver of the day.
All right, you heard it here. A very worthy winner indeed is Ermine in the AlphaTauri. unfortunately, that's all we've got time for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Join us again tomorrow, 8 o'clock, same time, for the Tier 2 race. And, well, that's gonna... If it's half as exciting as tonight's was, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Don't bin it, Gary.
Groundsy's just going to win it, so it doesn't really matter. If you turn up or not, Groundsy's just going to win it. So.
Dear. Yeah.
It's going to do what? It's going to box on lap 1 and go 21 laps on hards.
Yeah, probably. But either way, I have been David Lolface, your host for tonight, joined in the com box by the absolutely...
That's Nado.
The absolutely... What's the word? I'm trying to think
Legendary?
of an adjective.
Awesome.
Legendary?
Spectacular.
The goat. The goat is
Yes.
Silverside Boy. In the sense that he smells and he eats anything. Thank you very much and good night. Love you, Gary.